All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a Wednesday today, yeah, like the 30th of July, and it's actually all the time the Jake's day, yeah, but Jake today a little bit sick, yeah, but he is gonna be with us and provide all the updates about the market, about the listing on the exchanges, yeah, so about that where the TG is going, yeah, like when it's gonna be the finish, yeah, so many great updates, yeah, so we hope that Jake gonna be provide for us all of that, just maybe like 10-15 minutes. It's about how he will gonna feel himself, yeah. And also Brian made a really great job with the TMX Global, guys, yeah, with our banking solution. So you're gonna find out some great updates, yeah, because he's all over that, and that's just basically awesome. Yeah, so Jake, if you're ready, you can start and just let us know how do you feel yourself today, and just let us know.
Yeah. So thank you, Tim. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. So I got a lot of the message from you guys that you didn't see me. Yeah, I don't know how much, 10 days. Yeah. This is was the record. Yeah, I got a little bit sick. Yeah, I got the COVID again. Yeah, so I got the fever and everything. So it's a little bit hard. My immunity system is down. Yeah, because as I said, I'm overstressed with everything. So I just want to get everything done and everything working. So basically, it's non-stop working for me and for the DEX. As I said, also guys working on this TMX global banking solution. So it will be really great. We will have both world on. So basically, we'll have our own decentralized exchange plus all these OTC deals, our own card. So I could say we will be first on the market. We'll have both this solution almost at the same time. Yeah. So basically, when you see some projects, they introduce maybe cards or banking after 1 or 2 years or something like that. But we will have full solution from the day one for all of you guys. What is also very interesting, we will give opportunity for the guys who are, let's say, on Arbitrum network to cash out their crypto, to buy more crypto, to stay on the network. Yeah, so this is very, very important because Arbitrum network, let's say it's layer 2 network on on Ethereum, and it's make fast transactions really cheap, but these guys don't have the options to cash out except going to the central exchanges. Yeah. So basically, and if you know on central exchange, everybody can block your money, take your money away. And with us, with our solution, when you will be able to stake, to provide liquidity, to trade on the futures, and even to cash out or send it to your card, this is next level, guys. Yeah. So basically, we are giving full solution, full up. But yeah, as I said, Brian will speak more about the banking solution. Now I will just go through all these stages. So for now, if you can see, we are looking up to go into the TGA. So yeah, if you can see, we are closing by the end of this week. So basically, we will get listed on the one of top 10 exchanges and one of top 20 exchanges. We are looking up to add up maybe third option. Yeah, now I'm still working on it, but yeah, this is what we get now. Until now, we raised 369 Ethereums. I think maybe by the end of the week it will be add up a few more Ethereums. Yeah, just to cover up with this marketing fees. Also, if you can see, yeah, this is really great pull progress. Yeah, we start with really low, and during this time, when people start with our TGA, Ethereum was at, I think, around $1,500. Yeah, or even lower. Yeah, so basically everybody who jump in at that time, at these days, they be really at good entries. So basically, this is when we start TGA, guys. So this was $1,500. Basically, from this moment, if you can see, just during the week's chart, if you can see, we just pump into this line. So this is where we start, and this is where we are now. So basically, it's all about patience and it's all about bringing more liquidity up. So basically, guys who buy here, they are now already 140% up. So basically, until today, and we are looking up to cash up at $4,000. This is 150% up. So basically, if you invest $10,000 when we start TGA, you will have $25,000 into your move, into your position of TMX, what is really great. Also, we are looking up to go, if you can see here, on launching price. So for now, we collect 300 and just give me 1 second, 369 on with 500,000 coins. This is 0.00738. And when we go with $4,000 per Ethereum, this is 2.95. As I said, I expect more Ethereums to add up. So we are looking up to go with $3 or even more, $3 on our exchange day. Yeah. So how this stuff will work for now? So when the Ethereum come to the $4,000, we will exchange our liquidity. So give me just 1 second. When Ethereum come into this range of $4,000, we will exchange all these Ethereums into the USDTs. Basically, from that moment, when we touch it, we will exchange what we get collected, and we will lock the price of TMX token. So let's say it will be around $3 at that moment. What that means? That means that if from that moment Ethereum come back into the $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000, we will have our initial price of the TMX token $3. Basically, we lock the price, we exit our Ethereum's liquidity, and we put this into the work. So basically, this is how this stuff will work, and this is why we wait all this time. So basically, if you can see here, this was pretty long consolidation, and as I said to you guys, as longer consolidation is in this range of 2,100 into the 2,800, as longer consolidation is, the bigger push up is then. So basically, if you can see from that moment when we break 2,800, we just pump into almost $4,000. So basically, this is Ethereum, and this is how market works. When we start with this story, this was our beginning, basically 15 days consolidation. Then we go from 1,500 to 1,800. When we consolidate in this range, we go into this big consolidation, basically. And all this consolidation means that these big guys on the market are buying more Ethereums. They're buying, they're collecting, they're feeding up, and then when it's right time, they just pump it and make it into the move. So basically now what we are seeing on the market, we come really close. This was 3,940. At that moment, I was looking up maybe to cash out. Yeah, so maybe this was my mistake, but yeah, as I said, I promised to call until $4,000. I think this is maybe $30,000 or $40,000 more, $50,000 more into the liquidity. So it is the money. Yeah, basically, it's a little help for our price. But if you can see here into this range, we just make this consolidation phase. Basically, after we make this big push up into the 3,800, we consolidate into this range. Then we make next leg. Now, as I said, today we will have this rate cut interest from the US government, from the Powells, as I said, we will get the interest rates. Basically, market is now watching up that there will be no move on the USA interest rates. So what that means? That means no more, let's say, free money and much more expensive rates for the US. Why is this bad for the US? It's bad because people are not afford to buy the house. People are much expensive to make some new investments. So this is why interest rates are really important, because if the interest rates go, let's say, to 3% or 2%, so that means almost the double money what can come on the market. Yeah, and more cheaper money, people will buy more houses, people will more invest, and this is why Donald Trump make this big pressure on the Powells to start making the cuts. Yeah, basically, when you make the cuts, that means more money on the market and more. But what is very important for us, this is the range what we are now. So basically, if we see no moves and Powell say that there will be no more rate cuts, let's say by the end of the year or something like that, we will see probably some small dips down. I'm expecting maybe to go to $3,600, just make one more retest. At that moment, this will be double down from this move. And from this moment, we will be able to go into the $4,000. As I said, as always, we need to prepare also for the bigger moves. But first big bounce up, as we call it, is here. So if we see some liquidity takeout, so basically this is for all these late longs. But jump, I think the jump point will be 3,300. And from that moment, we will go into the 4,800. 4,800 is next range top for the Ethereum. So basically we are looking up to go into this range. As I said, for now, this is third time that we are trying to break $4,000 with Ethereum. Last time we have it now, I will show you. This was previous time. This was also once, and this was first time. So basically we have this first try of 4,000, second try of 4,000, and then we have one more try to break $4,000. As I said, now we are in this range of the retesting. I think we will break it. Yeah, as you can see, it's always come back at least sometimes above $4,000 and then we come back. So basically it's just a matter of the time when it will come back into this zone. So as I said, for the fourth time, I think there is big possibility that we will make this breakout. That we will make this breakout. So from this point, if you can see after these 3 times, 1, 2, 3, I think then this fourth time is the breakout. So how this will happen? Basically, what needs to happen for the Ethereum is to hold about $4,000. Oh, sorry, I clicked this wrong brush. So we need to hold about $4,000 and then next target is 4,800 basically. So as I said, this could happen in few days. We just need to break out about $4,000, hold at least 1 week will be really good, but at least 3 to 4 days, hold about $4,000 and we will just pump into the 4,800. Why is this important for us? As I said, for us, we were cashing out at $4,000. So this is, let's say, not important for us, but it is important about liquidity. So if the market go to with Ethereum 4,800, that means a lot of the new money is coming on the market. So how this stuff looks like? Yeah. So basically, this is what we write last time. Yeah, if you can see, we are still into this zone. So basically, when we break this red line, if you can see, when we break this, I send the message altcoin season can start now. Basically, we just break this long downtrend and now we just make this pump up. As I said, from my perspective, as longer consolidation is here around this range, about 1 trillion, the bigger pump will be up. Yeah. So basically, this is all altcoins now. As I said, what I'm looking up is surely in maybe a week or two, we will see this push up into the 1.50 trillion. And after it, I think 1.5 trillion or even more. As I said, my prediction is around $2 trillion just for the altcoins. Yeah. On the total too, this is all accepting the Bitcoin. So if you can see here, this is what I write. This is $4,000, $4,200. Yeah. So if you can see, we are still close to it. We just need this small gap to get into the 4.2K. Yeah. So as I said, everything what I write you just 2 weeks ago, this is what's happening. Yeah. So basically, we just need this one more small push up into this zone, and Ethereum will be around 4.2K, as I write here. So basically, this is this top, previous top, and when we touch it, it will be 4.2K. If we go to $2 trillion, Ethereum will be 4.8K or even $5,000. So as I said, this could happen really fast. So now I will just show you how this happened last time when Ethereum hit almost $5,000. Give me on the week. Yeah. So if you can see here, this was the first attempt of $4,000. Then Ethereum go into the 4,400, then drop into the 1,800. So this was 2021. So this was when all market was dumped and killed. So basically for all traders, if you didn't see this dump, yeah, you didn't see anything. Yeah. So when Ethereum go from 4,000 almost $400 into the $1,800. Yeah. Just in 2 weeks. Yeah. So this is crazy. Yeah. So this is massacre. Yeah. This kill everybody. But from this point, if you can see, it just touched 3 times these lows, and then it make another push up. Basically, it goes into the $4,000, make one more retest at 2,600, and then just pump into the 4,800. So why is this very important? Is this zone. So basically, we need to break above this red line. So this is why I write this red line. So this red line was previous resistance. This was also resistance, and third time when it break it, you go into the 4,800. As I said, it stay here, I think around 2 months. into this zone, and then all this bear market start and market go down really strong. But now, if you can see, this is that red line. So this is that red line what we need to break out. So basically from our point, for our market, what we need for now is just a breakout above this red line. If you can see here on the weekly chart. So when Ethereum finish 1 week above this line, hold it into the green, not this kind, just hold it on the green, we will see really strong push up here. So basically it takes maybe a week, week and a half until you go into this parabolic move up. And from this point, this is just all-time high. Basically, this is previous Ethereum all-time high. For this bull run, I'm expecting Ethereum to go. As I said, my first was around $10,000. I think it will go from $7,000 to $8,000 per Ethereum. So basically, this is almost double. So why we go with these predictions? So basically, this is it. So this was the previous stop on Bitcoin, if you can see, $69,000. This was 2021. And when the Bitcoin break it out, it just pumped into the $110,000. So how much of this is it? Now I will show you. This is for almost 60%, 60% up. So just watch this out. So when we break this up, this is all-time high for Ethereum. So if we move into this zone of around 50 to 60%, this is it. Yeah, basically this is 58% up, 7.5K. So this is the target when Ethereum made the breakout. So basically this is how this stuff is calculated. So it's calculated from the all-time high to make this big push up. So I will just come back once more. So if you can see here, this was 69K. This was previous stop, if you can see. Just make this a little bit bigger. Previous stop. So this was 2021. And when Bitcoin break it, it just pump into the $110,000. And this pump, if you can see, is just done in 3 weeks, yeah, 3 to 4 weeks. And this is 60% up. Yeah, and this is how market works. So this is why we are expecting for Ethereum to go into this range. But for this range, we need to break 4,800 because 4,800 was previous stop, if you can see. And when we break the previous stop, I'm expecting 50 to 60% up. So this is why my target is around $7,000 per top per Ethereum. As I said, if Ethereum just break above this line, touch 7.5K, probably we will retest then $5,000 and then maybe one more push up into the maybe 8,000 something. But as I said, this is hardly to happen. But now, from my perspective as a trader, I'm looking up to go into this zone, retest all this stuff together, and from that moment we will see bigger push up. So what that means for us, let's say if we get TMX token here at $3, if we catch up with all this pump, what can come on the market, you can just imagine how big this can be. So basically from this point, from $4,000, this is almost 100%. So basically, this is at least $6 per TMX. Just if you watch on Ethereum, how money can come from $4,000 into this range. As I said, for us, I'm expecting if Ethereum come to the 7.5K, I think TMX will be at least $20, $20 to $25. Basically, this is basically minimum. So that means all these new billions of dollars will come on the market, will come on this kind of the projects on the altcoins. And this is how market can work and can push really strong push out. So as I said, guys, now what is the plan? I'll just go once more. So basically from this moment, we are looking up to close this week TGA, then connect all exchanges what we have on it. From that moment, we were looking up to cash up at $4,000. When we cash up at $4,000, we will have the TMX price locked. Basically, I think we will be around $3 or $3.1. It will be something around that. So it's really nice price. Yeah. So basically, when we've been here, this zone, we was around, I think, $1.7, $1.6. So we almost doubled the money and even more for some guys who buy early Ethereum. So now what we are looking up is to get $3.1. From that moment, price of Ethereum is not important, but it is important for the liquidity. So basically, if you list your token at bad time, let's say if you list your token, let's say here at this zone, so you think, oh, everything's good, now market will break out. This is just dumbed down. So basically, your liquidity possibly will dry up. Your token can go, let's say, from $3 into the $5 or $6, and then can go to maybe $2 or $3 again. Yeah, come back into the entry zone, and from that moment, you need to wait months and months to come back into the this zone. Yeah. So basically, for the traders, for the people who are looking up to go into the market, you need to catch up with the swing up. You need to catch up when the market breaks out and when the market is bringing up all this new liquidity, when all this new money is coming up. So this is why Ethereum price is very important, because Ethereum's price show the strength on the market. Ethereum price show how much of the strength is in Ethereum and how much of new volume will come up. So basically, as I said, this is our game plan. So we will close TJ this week. We'll connect all these exchanges what we have now. We will look up to cash up at $4,000. At that moment, when we cash up at $4,000, I'm sending request to the exchanges, basically to give us the date for the listing. Also, in meantime, we are looking up to start the exchange into the work, into the trading. As I said, I'm still waiting for the audits. Yeah, so they're a little bit slow. It's summer. Yeah, so basically, I'm just looking up to bring this on. I will maybe will try to get demo mode without the audits, so people can just test and check how the exchange will work and make some trades and make some swaps and everything with some fake money, yeah, on it before we go. So as I said, we will have probably 3 waves of the launch. So basically, I think first we will go with the listing. After the listing, we will go with the exchange launch, full with liquidity. And then after it, we will go with TMX Global. So basically, in this period, let's say around 30 days, we will have all these three stuff based up and push up on the market. So basically, I think with that, we will be able to catch up the most liquidity and the most engagement from the people. But is also a little bit, let's say, problem now is that is now it's summer, so basically everybody are on vacation, so there is not so much attraction on the crypto now. But I think, yeah, in next 20 days everything will change. People will start coming back from the holidays and they will start looking for some new opportunities to invest, to start something new, to bring some new money on. And this is all this new hype what we need for this kind of the projects to push and to move on the market. Yeah, as I said, I hope, guys, I was not too boring for you. Yeah, so this is just update how we will go for now. I need to go back into the work, so now Brian will take out. But yeah, as I said, I hope I will get better soon. Yeah, I think next week I will also do one Zoom on the Wednesday. I'll try maybe to get a day or two free. Yeah, so just come back into my health and my power. But yeah, as I said, next week we will also update. I hope Ethereum will finally go into the $4,000. It was so close. Yeah, I was so excited that I didn't even sleep. I watched when the market will touch, and it touched exactly when it need. But yeah, as I said, we just need one more stuff. Also now Fed Powers will make some speaks, we will make some new announcements. So I will also follow what's happening on the market, and I will update you guys when the price will move and what we can expect in coming days. But yeah, as I said, $4,000 is just matter of the time. Yeah, basically just matter of the time. So we already done the most of the work with Ethereum. So maybe some small consolidation here, but as I say, 4,000 is just matter of the time. So thank you, guys. I think Brian, you can jump in and see you next week, guys.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks. Man, that's exciting, everybody. So, we just keep watching Ethereum and just watching it right now. I mean, it looks like it's just consolidating really good while Bitcoin's moving a lot, and that means it's going to pump. So, Let me go ahead and share my screen, Jake. Sorry.
Okay, thank you
So
guys. See you. I will go out. Yeah, I need to continue. See you guys. Bye bye.
Get well soon, Jake. Waiting for you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
all right. So man, we've been doing a lot of work. Okay, so on the TMX global side, so let me just dive in. So first, here's all the PDFs that I've remade. Like these are smooth. These are great for affiliate part. These are just understanding everything, policies and procedures for business partners, everybody and everything. Also, we have a YouTube channel and a Telegram chat. So I'll put these right now. I'll just well now I'm lost. Okay, hold on. All right, back in here. I'm gonna put these into the chat. So try to get everybody to like and subscribe, go make a comment or do whatever you can do for the YouTube. The Telegram chat, it's channel, not a chat. It's just going to be like an update channel from like whoever's basically admins of it that wants to go forward being part of that admin group that likes to promote and post things. We'll find more people along the way as we go. So we're looking at different venues to basically set up a chat place. You know what I mean? Because I hate Telegram sometimes, I like Telegram, but I hate Telegram because, some people just start talking to somebody that isn't real. And it's like, don't talk to anybody in Telegram. Don't even talk to me in Telegram unless it's in the chat, unless you for sure know it's me and you're very certain. But always like, my buddy Dennis, I'm like, just call me. Let's get on a Zoom or, my buddy Aiden, everybody get on a Zoom with me, talk to me on the phone. So be a part of the channel and the YouTube. So now I want to show you something really cool. So there's some stuff I can't say yet, and I can't wait to say it, but I can say I can say that we are partnered with one of the top banks globally, not only in the US, but this is absolutely global. So once they completely confirm everything goes past there, we will be partnered with one of the top banks in the United States plus globally, which is really cool. I can't wait to announce that. This is just getting better and better. So I'm gonna go ahead, share my screen really quick right here. Okay, so let's go into, we did just get fully certified for and approved to be able to do what's called an OTC. So that is if you have a large amount of funds that you want to swap over from fiat like USD or euros or Great British Pound or whatever currencies, the only ones that come to my head, to Bitcoin or USDT or whatever. Or if you want to move a ton of Bitcoin over to USDT or a ton of USDT to Bitcoin or a ton of USDT to USD. It's basically we're working with the largest liquidity provider in the world. So there's an unlimited amount that you can do with this. So it's not like I mean, we're working with some rinky-dink exchange. This is the real deal. Plus, TMX Global, we are never in the flow of funds, right? So when you're using this OTC, and this is something that you can promote and share to people too, if you ever hear anybody that wants to do large amount of funds, this is something that you can benefit by introducing this to them. So they will set up their own OTC, or you will set up your own OTC. You will send your own money to yourself, swap it, and move it out. Nobody else is doing anything with your money. We do provide a white glove service where they will kind of go in and walk you through it, make sure it's all completely done right. But I'm going to share this video that kind of shows this. This is just 39 seconds.
TMX Global OTC, where institutional grade security meets crypto speed execution. With Fireblock secured cold storage, military grade encryption, and real-time asset protection. Your crypto is locked tight, fully insured, audited, and KYC AML compliant, built for serious players. Millions of transactions recorded with our enterprise-grade matching engine. No slippage, no delays. Designed for broker-dealers. Powered by deep liquidity. Blockchain agnostic. TMX Global OTC, secure, fast, built for big business.
So this is like some real deal stuff here, with this part. So like you this you can move anything you want in and out and you completely control it. So now I want to show you a little bit too. So not only, well, we're doing a lot. So here's the website, right? I got a lot going on my computer right now. I need to get like one of these ginormous screens that kind of go all the way around me so I can do some stuff here. So I'm open to input because in my life I've been a network marketer, and my number one thing is like right when I go to the site, I want it to pop out on what I need to learn right away. I don't want to get lost reading a bunch of stuff. I don't want to open this up and see all this. I don't want to see that. I'm like, I don't know what that says. So I wanted to basically have, you log into the page, tmxglobal.io. Bam, here's the 2-minute video. Remember?
In a world overflowing with innovation.
That's it. Sorry, that was loud. There's a 2-minute video, explains kind of what it is. And then kind of going right down underneath it will be our banking solution packages. So we got a couple more to add that are higher ones, but honestly, the most popular one will be probably around the 1,000 to 500. That'll probably be the most popular. There's a lot of information on this right now we have to change in the next day or so as well, because we do have an aspect to this to where if you use the card, 20 transactions a month, 20 swipes a month, and 5 transactions could be like loading crypto, unloading crypto, sending crypto, loading crypto on your card, sending money in, sending money out, different transactions. You will be able to earn a piece of the fee puzzle. So it's kind of cool how that works. So you get paid on 10% of the fees in the whole entire community, not just your community, by doing the 500. 20% of the fees from the $1,000 package here. So, but you have to do those qualifying transactions. This is not passive income. It's just a great rewards plan. It's just like rewarding, cash back. It actually sends crypto right back into your account, which is great. So these will be our packages. So I wanted it to be website, go right into seeing a video, because you can tell someone, hey, go to the website, go to my website, watch the 2-minute video that kind of explains it. And then this is the packages you'll pick, and it'll have the benefits here to the package. So we don't have all the benefits on here yet. So these limits, need to be changed as well. And then here's the services. These are those little videos that we have, like that 30-second video over OTC. Here's the information about it. A lot of this needs to be changed. We took a lot of information and just, put it in here. I want to have just a little video underneath it, not necessarily a portal that takes you out of this page, but just has the information. You can click here, learn more about it this way. Maybe right below it, have that 39-second video you just watched. And then why TMX Global as well. And then kind of going in, our timeline. Our timelines are fast here. We move quick. So June, July, August, September. So we're going quick here. And then this is the waiting list right now. So if you're introducing this to anybody, have them put their, information in, but then have them put your full name in. I wouldn't just put like, there's another Brian on here. I wouldn't just put Brian. I'd put everybody's full name in. This is just a way for you to build a list by utilizing this page as we update it more and more. So we got a lot of things going on. This is like our overall PDF. I was looking at adding rank achievements by, enrolling a certain percent or amount of money. People buying the packages, basically, if you help people buy up to 100,000 in packages, you get a $10,000 bonus. And if you help your 5 direct people buy, do the same thing, you get a 50,000. You've got 3 people that do the 50,000 one, then bam, you get 100,000. So we got some cool things to this, working on this. This talks a little bit about that pool bonus. You don't have to learn any of this now. I'm not going to do a full overview. With this as well, there is a direct referral on the TMX Global, 30% on level 1, 10% on level 2, and 5% on level 3. So there is some added bonuses there, which will go right into your balance then you convert it right into your wallet and put it right in on the card or move it to your bank account. So here's our YouTube. You can see we're at 90 subscribers. We're so close, 91. I wanted to get to 100, before we launched, which obviously I think will be there. And then our Telegram, I think, is right here. So here's just this is where we're dropping the information in. We're getting everything here, just kind of putting it in here, getting it set, so you guys can resort back to this and tell people to go look at stuff, and we'll pin different things as we go. So I mean, it doesn't look like we're doing a ton, I guess, but it has been insane the amount of information that we have to fill out with to set this all up, because this is a really big deal. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let me think here. I don't think so. Had some more people purchase apparel on Etsy. I saw that. Let me know if you got any complications with that. Me and David can look it over. Besides that, this is any input you guys have on anything on the site, going right to everything. I'm open to it. You can just drop it into our current Telegram chat, right where it talks about the TMX Global side part of it. We have like a little TMX Global Banking, and card or whatever topic inside of our Telegram chat that you can go in there. I just wanted to make it super, like, right to the point. 2-minute video, here's the packages. Because most time people don't go right, David? I mean, Tim, we just kind of want to go right to the site and see what it's about. We don't want to, because most times when Tim tells me about an opportunity, he already tells me all that stuff. I go on the site and then I watch a 2-minute video. I don't want to watch a 45-minute video. I'll be honest with you. I'll be like, it might take me 2 weeks to find 45 minutes, not even in a row, to watch it. So 2 minutes, you got my attention, so, and it's not even 2 minutes, like minute 35. So with that, we have, I mean, I'm just so excited for this, because now we can offer solutions to everybody and anybody. I did a Zoom Monday with the whole Quantum Fi community, because we're bringing over 500 active people from their company. They basically have gave us the whole affiliate side. It's ours. So we're bringing on their community, which I've worked with a lot of them. And that's actually brought up a lot of questions like, hey, what is TMX? Oh, I'm glad you asked. You know what I mean? So then we go into talking about it. And as I talk about it, they're like, wow, this is really cool how you can have a streamlined system. Wow, they all understand how valuable QuantumFi is, which TMX Global, same thing. We're just different name, same banking partners. We actually have more support staff by what we've done with them. We just want our own card. I didn't want you guys to use a QuantumFi card. Everybody's like, what's QuantumFi? It's a banking solution. Well, now you got a TMX card. What's TMX? Oh, that's where I take my crypto. I stake it on this exchange. Traders trade on it. I go in and click a button once a day or whenever I want, and it pays me in USDT, and I put it on this card, and that's how I'm buying lunch. What? And they're going to go, how do I do that? Do you have any crypto? Yep. All right. Here, go to the website, purchase the TMX Global package. You can choose any one of those. The $250 package is a plastic card. I would say get a metal card like I got. Ding, ding, ding. And just good conversation piece on how to do it. Metal card will bring a lot of questions when you hand it to them. They're going to be like, what is this? Glad you asked. That's something that you'll get used to saying. Glad you asked. Glad you asked. Because that part right there, because it's a streamlined system. You get a TMX Global account, we have like a built-in OTC in our back office as well, a banking portal that you can literally wire money there. Actually, we tested it out. Our buddy Dennis, he's the one that tested it out. He sent me $5,000 in there, and then I moved it right to USDT on the Tron network and sent it to his trust wallet, all in one day. Nobody asked me any questions. Nobody messed with anything. If it was his account, he would have been wiring the money from his current bank to that bank, which is in his name too. This one was just in mine. You don't have to go to the bank and be like, I need to buy some crypto. No, you're just like, I need to wire money to my other bank account. And they're going to go, okay. They're not even going to ask questions. Like, you remember if you ever talked to somebody about buying crypto at a bank, they're like, oh, you got to sit you down in the office and tell you how you're going to get scammed, for hours. You don't want to do that. You want to put it in this CD that makes 0.000015% in 30 years, so no, this is a streamlined system. You'll wire your money in, you'll be able to convert it right to crypto. or you can just leave it in the banking side. It's a straight up bank account. Like I said, we're going to be partnered with top tier United States, basically global, but the United States people will be using that one for sure. And that right there, you can attach anything to that account, and you'll be able to use that for everything. So if you're making money in TMX and you move it over to put in your bank account there, you can pay all your bills right there with that. So if you're someone that is unbankable, if you know people that are unbankable, they can be bankable here with us. They can set this up. If you know people that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with people that aren't actually from the United States right now, where they're banning bank accounts on them and doing all those different things. They can achieve that here. All they got to do is set their accounts up and go through the process. So when you do that, you take your crypto, you move it to the TMX exchange, you stake it, you earn from it, you move it back around, and you can put it on that physical card or even the virtual card right away. On the virtual card, you can attach it to your GPay or to your Apple Pay and start spending it anywhere and everywhere. So same thing if you're just staking TMX tokens and they 20x and you're like, dude, I bought these tokens at 50 cents, man. Now they're worth $35. I'm going to sell 10%. And you sell 10% of them and you're like, now what do I do with all this money? Well, I mean, we got a ton of options. You can add it to liquidity and get paid more from the trading fees, or you can just move it to that card. And you'll be able to swipe as many times as you want at a maximum of 100,000 per swipe. So I hope that is a problem for everybody that they're, oh man, I can only swipe this thing for 100,000, but that's just how it goes. But all in all, everything's going smooth. It's a lot of late nights and answering the same questions over and over and sending the same information in because I've had to completely set up, business entities and do everything the right way with this to get this launched and working with bankers. Sometimes they're like, yeah, I'll be ready on Friday. I'm like, dude, it's Monday morning. So they're a little slow, but we're anticipating to launch TMX Global like second week of probably to the end of the second week of August. So we're working with the developer that's going to integrate the website to look a little bit different on the affiliate side. When you log in, you go to the website, our website, you click on sign up, it goes to another page. And from there, there'll be some changes done there. And, we'll go from there. But, I have a buddy, Adam, that is basically helping me run everything. He's basically going to anoint him as the CEO of TMX Global because he speaks bank terms and deals with all that. So I've been friends with him since we were kids. So this was my closest and best friend that I've known my almost entire life. So he's a great guy, and I've spent so much of my life with him. And this is something that we can finally work on the same page because he works in investment groups out in Southern California, and he helps do some major big business down there. And he saw that OTC and was like, this is huge for investment banking. Like, they don't have a way to do this. He's like, we can market towards anybody and everybody. He's very smart and he's almost too smart sometimes, but he will be able to do any kind of marketing campaigns that we want or even individuals want. Once this gets going, if you're like, hey, look, I want to throw $5,000, $10,000 on a marketing campaign, he could build that for you and just do it all for you. That would go to your TMX Global site or your TMX Exchange website towards the crypto side too. He's built out a TMX Exchange like website for us already. He hasn't even shown it to anybody. And he's the one that built our website here. So he does phenomenal work. And he's there. He's my buddy. I can message him anytime. I message him all the time, tell him to wake up. He's like, dude, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, I know we got stuff to do because I'm in the East Coast. He's out in California. Same thing with David. I don't try to message David too much in the morning. I forget sometimes. But all in all, really excited about everything that's going on. If you guys jump in the channels and the YouTube, start grabbing those things, and you can take those videos and you can post them around and start collecting names. And when they're like, hey, let me know when this launches. All right, cool. Jump in our channel, pay attention to some updates and write their name down. Bob Smith. Like, okay, I'm gonna reach back out to him when I got my link. So it's really exciting. And we're getting a whole community to come over. We're basically launching this thing and already having income come right into the the company. And then from there, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Will TMX Global be paying out commissions? No, we do. It's all going to come from TMX Global. Quantify is just, they're like a lateral partner at this point. We white labeled the system that they have, but we're working kind of with them, but with the banks, the bankers that my buddy Adam, I don't know if David didn't meet them. David met the Quantify guys, but the next day, Josh Allen and David Allen were down there, and those guys are the ones that work at the iBank Tech and that we are working with. And then they have the connections with over 15 top tier banks in the entire world. Then we're bringing on one of the top banks in the United States for the USD holders. So how long will it take for the cards to arrive? So how that works is like when everybody goes and makes purchases, it'll happen in like bundles. It can't just like send one card at a time. I believe it'll happen in bundles, and when that happens, it'll get shipped out. We've seen them with the Quantify company, which would be just similar as ours, in 3 to 5 weeks after it's done. Everything you go in, you submit everything, you get everything right, you make sure you do, and it says like, awaiting approval. That means it's getting ready to ship. So yes, we'll be paying out, and we actually pay out right into the back office, and there's no reporting. TMX Global will not report at all anything that you make. If you want to go report on yourself, you're probably in the wrong Zoom, but I mean, it's up to you if you want to do that, because this is all kind of decentralized, even though there's a little KYC part, just because we work with MasterCard and the big banks, because when you do set up that big bank, bank account, you will need to have some actual, they need to know it's you to do that, so is David still involved? I don't know which David, there's a lot of Davids, but David on the Zoom is definitely involved. And you have to be more specific, Don. Of QFI, David of QFI. Yeah, I work with them all the time. Like if you wanted to do a white label right now or to learn about the OTC, I would set up a banking demo with you and him and probably some of our team members so we can learn more about it as he goes over it. So, anybody that knows top leaders of different industries that might want their own TMX Global and not use TMX Global, we can offer that to them as a white label, kind of like how we got from Quantify, so it's crazy. I mean, or they can just use the TMX Global cards and not have to go that route, and they're going to get paid on 3 levels of referrals from their own community and have, because we're the only ones we've trademarked that affiliate side as well. So did I miss anything? If we don't have funds to buy the TMX card right away, can we buy it once you can buy it whenever you have funds. You need $250 to buy the lowest banking package, and that one is a plastic card. It's still you'll still get the complete everything. The only thing that you won't be able to get with that is by swiping the card and doing the transactions. You won't get a piece of the community pool bonus, which, obviously there's 500 plus people in it. That's going to grow and it's going to grow and it's going to grow. I mean, if you guys see the vision that me, David, and Tim see on this and some others that understand it, I don't see how this doesn't go like majorly viral all over the world, because this is the first time that we can control our own funds through any type of banking. If Brian or Aiden wants to wire me $200,000, he can, and then I can move that instantly wherever I want, or I can put it in Bitcoin and send it out. Nothing's stopping me. You go to your bank and you ask for $10,000, you're gonna have to set up an appointment probably. So it's crazy how that works. Can you explain the pool system a little bit? So the pool system, and I'd rather honestly do this when I have more like the PDF to kind of roll it out, but it's a pool system of funds from certain fees that are utilized within the banking system. And the only way to achieve this pool bonus, to be a part of it, is to qualify. You have to swipe your card or virtual taps on the Google Pay or or Apple Pay 20 times a month. There'll be a little reader on your website that'll tell you how many times you've done it. Then you have to do 5 transactions. That could be loading your card. Say you have $100 in crypto, you can move it over to the platform and send it 5 times to your card. Each time you'll send it is a $2.50 fee. If you send $10,000, it's $2.50 fee. This is not, we're not looking to whack people with 6 to 7 to 4 to 10 or 12% on loading their cards with crypto. No, we're just going to have set prices. One thing I would suggest is only put on there what you're going to spend. Just because there is a lock card and everything, you can lock your card, but if you put 100K on your card and someone steals your card and you don't know they stole it, they're just going to be swiping that sucker and you might not know what's going on until you notice your card's gone. So, we got to train ourselves to only put on a certain amount because it's easy to do. You just go to your back office, you move it around. So that's the pool bonus. Like it's a rewards plan. It rewards you from the fees in a pool for utilizing the system and using the card. So it'll be in your back office. We'll have some great PDFs over it. No, you don't have to rush to get the card, Josue. Whenever you're ready to get it, you'll get it and use it. I mean, you don't even need the card if you just want to stack up crypto and just never spend it, or you never want to buy crypto, you don't need the card. You know what I mean? If you want a banking system solution that is basically more in control, then you would need the whole system. So I mean, it's not just a crypto thing. Actually, the crypto part is kind of small in it, but it actually gives you the ability to control your funds and it does the exact same thing that your bank does right now. Besides, you obviously can't go into the website and put cash into the CD slot. You know what I mean? So you can't do that. So this is more digital, but you could go into the bank that we're partnered with and give them that banking account information and do whatever you want because that's your bank. So if, say the website goes down and you can just go into the bank and take your money out of the account, which hopefully the website never goes down. It's our website, unless it's updating, and we'll let you know. So the 10-20% rewards can be withdrawn once a month. No, it doesn't work like, well, I mean, it goes to your account. You can do whatever you want with it. You're going to get those benefits from utilizing the card, achieving the qualifications. You'll get paid out into your account, and then you can do whatever you want with the 10 to 20% that you'll earn from the community. So that's how that works. And we're going to have higher cards as well that will have higher percentages. Can we add authorized users? Yes, I believe so. In the virtual card, I added it to my wife's phone and it worked perfect. She can use it anywhere. I think we can actually add more cards on there as well. I haven't really talked to the bank about that too much, but I read where it said we can. So I might want to just confirm with them as well. So, that way you have multiple cards. Honestly, I like the virtual card sometimes better than the physical card. So, because if David wants his daughter has a phone, he can add the virtual card to her phone, which he knows she's not going to lose. A card though, she might lose that. You know what I mean? So, hey, if you're in trouble, just pull it out and ding it at the register. Like these kids know how to do that stuff better than we do. My daughter's over there trying to use my face while I'm sleeping to buy Robux. You know what I mean? So you never know. These kids are crazy. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got. And we're working a lot. It's been very cool, getting everything done. When I have my account with TMX Global and I have my card, I want to get my wife a card and her card linked to the same account. I believe that can happen. I need to make sure that I'll ask that question. I'm gonna copy that and ask that question because I do not know for sure, but I will ask. So is this possible? All right, so I just asked one of the guys from the banking team. Hopefully they answer soon. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. And looking forward to some great things coming down the pipe, especially with the TMX. I mean, how cool is the token? We're looking obviously over $3. Remember when we started talking about pre-sale, private sale, 50 cents? People are like, oh man, I don't know. Hey, if you put a lot in there, congratulations. If you even got in with us, honestly, right now, because if Jake's getting us listed on three very, very high trading volume exchanges, let's just say that, the token could pump and it could pump fast. And I'm talking, go from $3 to $10 in a very short time to where if you're watching, I mean, you own the token, you can swap it or sell it and do whatever you want with it. And he's looking to get it on those exchanges to where you can actually stake on those exchanges as well to give you extra things that you can do. Obviously, I want to stake on our own exchange and then build that one and make that one of the most popular exchanges in the DeFi world that you can. So let's see. He said on that question, he said yes and no. You can have three cards to an account. It won't be in her name. So yes, you can have multiple cards, but it won't be in their name. So if the account is in Susan's name and she wants one for her husband, well, he's just going to have to use a card with Susan's name on it. So, which isn't a problem. It's his wife, and I don't think anybody even looks at names on cards anyways anymore. So that answers that. But I did add the virtual card on my wife, and they don't even let me see your phone. You know what I mean? To make sure that virtual card's in your name. No, I had to put the credential. And my buddy said his daughter uses one of his cards. So he gave one to his daughter and she uses it. So it'll just be in your name. So like Jerry has a bunch of kids and he'll just get multiple cards with his name on it and give it to his kids if he wants, you know. So that's what I got. I got any questions, you can message me anytime, any concerns or ideas. I'm open to anything and everything. So, I'll take those and run with it because doing a lot of paperwork, sometimes my brain gets a little fried, and I just kind of zone out, all of us do, but I might miss some things. So I got most of the guys looking over the PDFs. I think Dr. Fred is phenomenal at spell checking. He's like a English teacher. Every time you talk to him, he corrects you all the time. I think I sent some to Aiden to look over just to get input on everything. Tim and David are looking over it too. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I got. What's up,
Yeah.
Tim?
That's great presentation, Brian. Yeah, so like you basically provide all the bullet points and just like what I want to add, guys, yeah, because like Jose, he asking about that, like, the TMX card. So like I can wait for that, definitely. So you guys can wait, yeah, for that. But I like, what gonna be my suggestion? It is of course like, maybe to get the basic plan, yeah, like the basic package of this solution because it's gonna be $250. And of course, like start to promote it, yeah, because it will be another income stream, like for which one we're gonna do the separate zooms, we're gonna launch the promos, yeah, it's gonna be like the huge business, yeah, like which gonna go hand in hand with the TMX, yeah, so you can just basically use it because I'm gonna promote that every day, yeah, right now, like I'm not promote the Quantum Fi, yeah, because it's basically right now another company, yeah, like, and of course, like it's gonna be much great and much important to promote our, yeah, like our TMX Global. So that, like, what I feel 100% all the guys want to do, and you can do that too, guys, yeah, like together with us, just to build another stream of income. So just like that. And of course, like, thanks everyone. Yeah, so like we have Dave right here. Dave, you want to add something today?
Yeah, no, we got a banking system. It's amazing, everything that Brian was going over. And, not too long ago, I had the privilege to meet up with a lot of the corporate team we got white label with Johnny, Anthony, Patrick, and Coach Chris. And let me just tell you guys, we're surrounded by a great group of people. I mean, look how fast I got back to Brian right now with the question. These people are just second level, and it's just it's amazing to see what we have, and we have something that really solves the problem to one of the issues right now in the space. Is one of the questions that people always ask is, where do I buy crypto? How can I get crypto? What's the best place to get crypto? Now we have the solution. They just got to get the TMX Global card, and they can go ahead and do that. They can use their fiat and get Bitcoin or what have you, swap it. They could do the OTC. If you have a lot of money, you got to move over. I mean, it solves a lot of issues, but the good thing about this is that you're more in control now than you would at a bank. I mean, think about just the rewards program that Brian was going over a little bit. If you go to Bank of America or Chase or Wells Fargo, whatever bank is in your area, they're not going to give you the rewards that TMX Global is giving you. You guys, this is something where if you wanted to refer somebody, you could also get compensated doing that as well. You're not required to. You can just come in and get the card and do it. But I'm just saying there's a lot of value that is coming with this card. And one last thing that I'll leave you with is Jake mentioned in the Zoom today, TMX, the TGE event is basically wrapping up. So if you haven't bought TMX tokens, buy some. If you bought some, buy more. But this is going to be the last stretch, guys. 4K Ethereum is right around the corner. Everybody can smell it. We got to 3,950. We're $50 short. But you guys, it's going to happen. Just a matter of time. Jake's been right about a lot of things. But with that being said, you guys, it's just an amazing run. And I'm excited for everybody on this call. I'll send it back to you, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys. You know, like big stuff is coming. Yeah, like it's gonna be really soon. And just like we're definitely waiting all of you to be with us in all of that what we just creating right here. Yeah, so like we definitely all of you gonna be. So thanks everyone, guys. And recording will be posted as usual. Just like few minutes I need to convert it. Thanks, Brian. Did a great job as always. See you guys.
See you guys soon.
Bye, guys.